This is Zenzi. Yes, it's dark. I've lived in my car for nearly 23 months. The sun goes out. There is no light, but something magical. This is how you do the impossible. This is how you do something that people will be like talking about you being able to do for the rest of your life. And probably way, way more. We talking Einstein walking with Gödel. We're talking Einstein and Niels Bohr having intellectual discussions, except playing the role of Einstein is Dave Chappelle. Hashtag Chappelle Challenge coming into the end zone. Let me tell you something. This is about professional working to being co-founders of hashtag Stand Up Philosophy. I mean, I'm the originator, but Dave was doing it and he doesn't need to call it philosophy because he's really good at the laughter. But he does that, the philosophy, and he gets the laughter. And I want to do the philosophy and help people get light bulbs. What the hell is going on with our species? Why are there evolution deniers? What, and how do we make them stop being ignorant? Why are there racists? Same thing. Science has proven that racism is ignorance. Who's funding the PR campaign? Like, this is how we think as a society. Let's make it so. White supremacy is a crime. These behaviors must be criminalized. And then we got to deal with the vast mental virus of whiteness. White supremacy is not the only thing we're battling. That's crimes. We got the system set up. Handle that. But the rest of it is all of this. They like to call it unconscious bias, but God damn it, it's conscious. It's all it's in people's faces. Racism is. Unconscious my ass. I have been practicing for like 2.5 years to be worthy of challenging Dave fucking Chappelle to a goddamn Socratic improv and making it so he can't say no, because you only get this shot once, and you better make it such that. But the thing is, and here's the thing is it's not difficult, because he's been basically calling for me, sticks and stones, the whole Anthony Bourdain bit. Like, I'm the next Anthony Bourdain. I'm gonna make a job that is just like me being filled with pleasure. I be going wherever I want, saying whatever I want. More pleasure, please. I need more to eat, more people to meet, more shit to talk. This is, and Dave Chappelle said he promised he would block and tackle for anyone willing to stand on stage and do this. Now, I had to, Breakfast Club, do the Jordan, put in, the everyday practice, right? This craft, my voice and my brain and everything ready to go to just dazzle with hashtag Stand Up Philosophy. By the way, Robin Williams came in, Marlon Wayans, very key. This is a whole everyone. I didn't really ever realize I was jocking stand-up comedy, stand-up comedians. I mean, it's not so much the comedy. It was the freedom that people had in their speaking abilities, their vocal. They could say some of these words even. And the reason I know how to develop this skill after turning 50 was a near-death experience. I was essentially dead when I turned 50. And through just astute reverse engineering biohacking genius, I figured out how to stay alive. completely opposite of every piece of medical knowledge, advice. I did it in a way that makes no sense in our current medical paradigm. Well, I'm a degree philosopher from Carnegie Mellon, so I thought, well, this is a thinking experiment. How am I staying alive? I should be dead. What? I am rewiring my own brain like a stroke victim. Not a person in this world to talk to. Utterly alone in the world. I'm making a brain for my own damn self. I'm not compromising. I'm just being, and this was all the energy I had. I mean, in some ways, I didn't do anything. I just did the only thing I could do based on the very tiny little bit of energy that my bioelectricity was conducting. And then the thing is that when you are just exactly who you are in every situation, well, that's very pleasurable. And we all know pleasure invites us to spend a lot of energy. We invest just about much more energy than we actually have to spend in getting more pleasure. And then that pleasure generates more energy. And then we take all that energy and we go back into getting in different kinds of pleasures. Like some of the pleasures are sunsets. Some of getting, not being stuck in a cubicle and watching a sunset. Some of it, so I'm having the most incredible create my own life orgasm. And we're going to listen to a song. And this is a song I really love. This is Shantae Moore, Love's Taken Over. And the video filmed in Paris. I have I feel this video. And, literally, I'm making the words true in my life with Dave Chappelle. And love in this case is a professional only. There's none of that fun. He's always going to these extremes. Men and women can enjoy working together. It's absolute. What is going on with the world? It was the last approximately 600 years of whiteness, which so quickly demolished the 200,000 years of our African ancestors' legacy of being human so well. We've denigrated, completely wiped out the history of these humans who were so marvelous at being human. They made sure we exist right here today. What have we done for our ancestors lately? Yes, I'm Ms. Jackson when I'm nasty. Nobody, really, seriously. I mean, who could have seen Janet Jackson coming? Wow. I mean, from the little girl and then the chubby on Fame. What did we do to that family? I mean, what has been done to Black humans? I'm going to spend all of the rest of my energy in every way, and even if it doesn't seem like it's related, I'm telling you it's related. I want to pay emotional reparations to Black humans. This is why I exist. In my own heart. This is everything I'm trying to do, is to pay back the fact that Black people kept me alive. And I love and respect all of y'all for continuing to remain human. This is what whiteness doesn't have any clue how to be human when you're dehumanized. And it's, it's an evolutionary skill. Obviously, it's something that kind of, when skin got pale, various aspects of knowing how to treat our own species, somehow that got crossed with the pale skin. What's wrong with white people? All right. See what I'm saying? With Dave Chappelle, the biggest problem is how to get something short enough to wow him, and go. But there's so much more material, Dave. Oh, it's all to you. It's all been to honor what I see in the skill of your work, and to use that to reverse engineer into making my own work in the world that has that kind of impact, different as it may be, or similar. I think. Ba, 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 ba. The thing is, I had to learn how to sing, and the whole. I'm gonna have to hold Shantae for a second. Dave Chappelle, this is the one you get to first. Let me tell you something. You saved my life a couple of times, but when I first saved my life and I realized I was going to stay alive, and you said no Disney World, none of this. What do you want to do? I want to do a tribute to Rick James and Tina Marie, their last appearance. and it's a date time stamped in multiple places that this is the truth. I had no idea that you had any association with this little lovely video of their last performance. I never watched the Chappelle Show. So on September 15th, 2019, for the first time, I mean, I knew your name, but not much else. I really don't like skit comedy. So I hadn't really known at all. So Sticks and Stones, I got told to, so it came up on LinkedIn. That's the one direct feed into this. And I'd never seen somebody whose speech in the world, vocalization, just the every aspect of it, not just what you're saying, how you said it, why you said it, when you said it, back, and even more complexity. how did you say it? How, where you might be going, and how the past ties into it, that it's all kind of baked in everywhere. So I'm just mentioning that, I stayed alive. I wanted to do that. My biggest question that entire summer, I lost 150 pounds in the 15 months after I turned 50. Weight's just pouring off, and I'm like, the only thing I got to do is figure out who's my Rick James. Dave Chappelle, are you my Rick James? What would it take? What kind of brain and love would it take to bring that bit back to you? It filled with love. Like, there's so many ways to play it, because what Rick James did. I mean, he knew he was dying, and he's like, speak my name. I'm going to speak my name. I don't want to disappear off this earth. It's like, as human beings, we don't know how to be that present to the fullness of being true to who we are every day, because we don't know if it's our last. I mean, the lesson in humanness that Rick James gave to the lady with the clipboard I got a whole bit. So earlier today I did a pitch for Ben where I said, uh, I'm gonna have Chappelle be my Einstein and I'll be Niels Bohr, and we'll have quantum level discussions about ending racism like yesterday, because it's all particle and wave. I do have a hashtag how to demolish racism by 2030. Like, it's a mind virus, and we could do a lot better than we did with an actual real life-threatening virus like COVID-19. Philosophy is power. Philosophy is power. So this has been, no, this is for me. This is for me. I'm gonna sing. You know that you know that loving me could feel like this. You're not alone. My mind was blown. I could not resist. And now I find myself taken over by the feeling. And I know within my heart it's too late to say goodbye now. There's a place in you that belongs to me, baby. So relax and be my co-founder of hashtag Stand Up Philosophy. Now there's a lot of money here because we got the, you're going to help me get a Netflix deal. That's for sure. Right. And you'll get a raise and I have to get paid the same amount. So you said you're the one already negotiating with Netflix. You said how much we make. Specials. Just a credit, and we'll do some. I already committed us to Ben Jealous to do a benefit for the Sierra Club, a Socratic dialogue. We'll talk about why we got to save nature. Every single one of us every single day has got that have put in our schedule. What can I do to save nature? And this is a thinking problem because I don't. It's not going to happen like that explicitly. How do we make something like that happen? Well, good thing you listen to me, because I am the creator of life-centric thinking. First, do no harm to any molecule of life. I've got a set of heuristics, and this right here, stand-up philosophy. It's all to get us, just so I say it so profoundly that a line in the sand is drawn, and you go, we are all African ancestrally. What is all this race shit? We're all the same. We all came from Africa. Some of us came from different roots. Some of us are still today very much humans in Africa who are precisely as gifted as living in 2023 as we are. They just only haven't been given any resources to work with. Oh, this whiteness. Oh, this horrificness. You gotta be good. You gotta be. Your shit's gotta be on point. You want to get to Dave Chappelle. Now, it is the case that the first person who you've got to prove your worth to Chappelle is yourself, and that's the hurdle where almost everyone that can't even prove to themselves that they're the creator of hashtag Chappelle Challenge. 28 subscribers. I trust me. I'm going to insist as much as possible that my under the radar lifestyle continue. I just only needed just a little to be a little bit less like on the verge of death every single moment of my whole life. And there's a scale there, there's a gauge, there's a spectrum. But no, I really, I've been in this life alone. This is my feeling. Doesn't reflect what you might, you're going to ask some environmental questions. They didn't register. I was something in my development cycle, and I've got a lot of ideas. It was really great to understand childhood development from how I see it. I'm just so filled with gratitude that this is my life. And I'm going to leave you. This has been enough I just want to go sing Shantae Moore and then continue this monologue without having to talk and record and have the light in my face and whatnot. Harmony.